What's up, everybody? It's yours truly, Mr. Lang, Team Wash Life. How ya doing? Excuse me, goat dog. We're trying to get this water-fed pole system to work. The tank goes into this. Really hoping this works. I tested it. We're turned on. Three-way ball valve this way. It's water-fed pole. This way, power washer. Water-fed pole has 3/8 hose. There's an air hose behind it. We had to like mix match because the stores only had 50 foot of this hose, 50 foot of that hose, 100 foot of this hose. So it's 50 foot, and then it's reduced down to this, which is a little more than a 1/4 inch, I believe, because it seems way thicker than the other stuff I had. And that connects to our water-fed pole to clean the windows. So it's just going to be powered with the buffer tank and a 5.6 gallon per minute pump. Been at her all day, boys. Let me get back to it. Hey, how we doing, boys? Long time no talk. Great to see ya. So yeah, we are doing this big condo job. Priced it to take about all week, but I mean, I'm thinking it'd be about a 4-day job. What we're doing is exterior cleaning, so house wash on a bunch of condo buildings, and exterior window cleaning. The way I set it up was I just gave them a price for the job. I figured how long it would take us, gave them an average price per building all the way across. And then I gave them a price for the exterior window cleaning. I made it clear we do not remove screens. Any screens that aren't removed, you know, we'll rinse them off with the pure water, but we're not going to be able to scrub them as well. So I said that's fine. Gave them an average price all the way around for the buildings. When you're doing commercial building, you got to factor in, you know, it's not the same as residential. You got to focus on the volume. You're there, your hoses are laid out, you can do a lot more at once. So your pricing is going to be less. You know, you might, if you don't know what you're doing as far as commercial building, you might see like a big commercial building and be like, ooh, that's like 5 houses. I could charge, you know, $1,500 or something for it, and there's 20 of them, so I could charge. You know what I'm trying to say? It's really not like that. You gotta factor in that there's volume, and you can do a lot at once. And when it comes to commercial, they are getting multiple bids typically, and they go with usually the company that meets all the requirements as far as professional, highly, you know, good reviews, recommended, a good insurance policy. They do factor all that stuff in, and price is definitely a factor with them too. Whereas residential people might not do all that comparing and putting the estimate in front of a board or something like that. Some issues that have arisen is there has to be a game plan put in place, and I lack this sometimes. Really would benefit having a team meeting put in place, getting a game plan put in place, having each employee with a certain job, and you know, a certain job, but also a team player, like kind of getting in where you fit in. So our first day I think was a little unproductive. We didn't get as much done as we totally could have. The second day going into it, we got a game plan, and we're really getting things done. What our plan is what we're doing with the 4 gallon a minute. We have the 4 gallon a minute applying chem and the 8 gallon a minute rinsing, and we're just going. And the 4 gallon a minute actually is applying a way stronger mix, so it's helping out because there's a lot of lichen and stuff. It's aluminum siding, and this 4 gallon a minute is doing a way better cleaning job than the 8 gallon a minute is. So that's why we're rinsing with the 8 gallon a minute and applying with our 4 gallon a minute. We're going through chem like crazy. So at about lunchtime, a little bit before lunchtime, I'm having to come back to the shop and fill up our 35 gallon tank of chem because we're just burning through it. That's all we got is a 35 gallon tank. It works great for residential. Commercial, I would like a lot, you know, a bigger tank, at least twice the size. What else is there? That's about it. The chem, I'm also charging the battery. I didn't get a chance to charge my battery for my pump, and last night I kind of forgot about it, honestly, because this is a brand new battery, brand new setup. So typically what we'll do is use this, if we're using this thing all day, it'll be good for a day, and then it needs to be charged until I can get it wired in with my truck where it's charging when the truck's driving. That's the goal. And basically to do that, I'll just use, 4 gauge or 0 gauge wire, the same wire they use for installing like subwoofers and stuff that they hook up to the amplifiers. I'll run that to the battery and to both batteries, to the car battery and the battery there. What else can I say? That's about it, guys. It's fun. It's a great learning experience, and we're doing good. We're doing good on time. It's a good year. This is a great reference to have. We've put in another bid for an even larger condominium complex, so hopefully that works out. We're doing a job next week on a large gutter cleaning apartment complex. So the apartment complexes are going good. To get jobs like this, it's just networking. It's getting out of your comfort zone, shaking hands, kissing babies, as Josh Latimer says, and that's the truth. I honestly don't even do as much networking as I'd like, just because I'm still in the field. We've got my brother, Colt, which you all know pretty well, Devin, our new guy, and we got another new guy, Patrick. They're all working out really good. And hiring another guy on the 17th, Trevor. So we'll have the 4 guys, which is the goal, two-man crew for each vehicle, and we're going. And then that's where I can focus in on my networking and do more networking and get sales and keep these guys busy and go after more commercial stuff. I got the insurance policy to cover it. It meets the requirements for pretty much every commercial contact, which is a $2 million policy. Typically they ask for at least $1 million. Some of them do ask for $2 million, but $2 million I found it's good. And then when I come across a gig where they need a bigger policy, then I'll upgrade. But until then, I'm happy with the $2 million. Yep, that's about it. Thanks for tuning in. Check out this footage of us working in the field. I just thought of something before I get to that. So I broke off to get the chem and charge the battery, and I've made it a little rule, not really a rule, but a thing. When we do big commercial jobs like this, where we're going to be on a job all day, they're bigger commercial gigs, I let them know that lunch is on me for the whole week. When we're just working, non-stop. Lunch is on me this week, and I think they like that. I think, my guys, I don't got a big team, but I'm really confident that they're happy with how we're doing it, and that's that. So that's something to think about, if you do this, treat your guys to lunch. Switch doesn't turn off sometimes and my tank starts overflowing. If you don't have capital in your bank account, it might be worth asking or requiring a deposit. I'm not sure about how much to ask for, but a deposit would have been nice for this, because yeah, it's a big payoff, but you also got to realize you're not getting paid this whole week now. You're not getting any income this whole week because you're busy here. And then what if this is a 30 net pay? Then you had a whole week down, but you still had to meet payroll. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have some capital, it might be worth asking for a deposit. I don't think that's unfair to ask for. I didn't, but I probably could have. So, cheers. How's everybody doing, man? It's yours truly, Mr. Lang, Team Washlight. This is the break we needed, man. A nice big old condo job. All these condos. I forget how many exactly there are, but I'm thinking we'll be here all week. That's how I priced it, at least. We got both vehicles running, and I'm excited to show you what we've done. It's working out really well. We got 2 really good new employees. They're working out great, boys. Pitter patter, let's get at her. We got Patrick over here applying chem with the 4 gallon a minute machine. Yes, the one I started off with, the old faithful Honda pump. The one I started off with, the direct drive. And then we got Devin over here rinsing. Actually right now he's applying chem because the 4 gallon a minute hose couldn't reach this far. So he switched to chem right at this garage to apply chem. You can see all that nastiness. Both of them are spraying. Are you able to reach or no? Yeah, you might have to switch to that 2-story to get the gutter line. Huh?
Yeah, the gutter line I'm gonna have to switch.
Yeah.
Stick right here.
Yeah, it's hitting everything else just fine. And you probably got to go on the other side to get the siding on that side of the roof, you know?
Yeah.
It's dirty over here though.